Today, apparently, we're going to ruffle some feathers, although I hope we don't.
Speak for yourself. I'm going to bash the shit out of it.
So they are being called miracle drugs.
Yeah, Ozempic. Where should we start?
But we're going to talk about sustainability. Is it just a quick fix?
What's happened is someone's seen someone take it. They're losing weight because it suppresses your appetite. It messes up with your hormones, suppresses your appetite. You don't want to eat. Guess what happens when you don't eat? You go into a calorie deficit.
So it basically makes you feel fuller for longer so that you eat less.
Make sure you're tracking your food that you're eating so you kind of know, if you come off it, you kind of know what you need to carry on eating. Mm-hmm. And he was eating like 700 calories a day.
I imagine probably a lot of people think that it just like burns fat.
It's just silly, really. You're just injecting yourself with something that to lose weight is pretty mental. It's
still, even for the people that are severely obese, it's not a solution. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Coaches Podcast with me, Emma, my co-host, Mike.
Hello.
So welcome back to the podcast. Today, apparently, we're going to ruffle some feathers, although I hope we don't.
Just giving our opinion on something.
We're talking about a very big topic at the moment, which is weight loss injections, which you've probably heard a lot of. So we've got Ozempic, we've got Wegovy, and Mounjaro. And yeah, you're probably seeing it all over TikTok, probably seeing it on the news, probably know someone that's using them. So we just want to put a little disclaimer out there. We are not bashing weight loss injections. We are not giving our own experience because we have never used them. And we don't have loads and loads of knowledge about them because, again, we haven't used them. But we are just giving our opinions. We're basing everything on research we've done. Mike, I personally haven't, but Mike's spoken to some people who have used it before. So that is what we're basing all of this information on. So don't take our word for it. Don't take
Speak
our
for
advice.
yourself. I'm going to bash the shit out of
it. You're really annoying.
It's just an opinion.
So yeah, we're just giving our opinion on it because it's about weight loss and we are in the industry of weight loss.
Yeah, so opinion
So we do
one,
actually have a bit of authority here, I think, don't we? Yeah.
So opinion one, if you use it, you're an idiot.
Oh, here we go.
No, I'm joking. I'm just winding Emma up. Yeah, Ozempic. Where should we start?
So they are being called miracle drugs for fat loss. But we're going to talk about sustainability. Is it just a quick fix? And just sort of break down how it works and the sort of after effects or post weight loss injections, aren't we?
Yeah. I think the problem with it, it's almost become a bit fashionable to do it. Do you know what I mean? Like people are just like, what's happened is someone's seen someone take it. They're losing weight because it suppresses your appetite. It messes up with your hormones, suppresses your appetite. You don't want to eat. Guess what happens when you don't eat? You go into a calorie deficit. Did you know that? You go into a calorie deficit and then guess what happens?
You lose weight.
You lose fat and weight.
Do you think it's become fashionable because like famous people are using it or like influencers are using it?
I think
that's where everything.
Do you know what? It's why you just said TikTok. It's that's kind of, mate, anything can go fashionable viral on TikTok. Do you know what I mean? I guess
people are probably like documenting their journeys on it and stuff like that.
And does it work? Yes, it does. Like it generally does work.
You're really jumping into everything just straight away.
Am I?
You?
All right, you crack on then.
I thought we were going for it section by section.
All right, go on then, you go.
So let's talk about what it actually is first.
Go on then.
That's you, mate.
Yeah.
What was the point of writing out a script if you're just not even going to follow it?
You're an idiot. What is Ozempic? Basically, it was used for diabetes, and now it's being prescribed, as a weight loss drug, miracle working thing that suppresses your appetite. Simple as that, really. I mean, to just put it into basic terms, it suppresses your appetite, so you don't need to eat, so your brain doesn't tell you need to eat.
Yeah.
In that sense, so then you don't eat, and if you don't eat, then you're in a calorie deficit, and then you lose fat. Bada bing, bada boom.
So it basically makes you feel fuller for longer, so that you eat less. But I imagine probably a lot of people think that it just like burns fat. It's obviously not what it does. It doesn't burn fat. It doesn't get rid of fat. You're just in a calorie deficit.
You're just
you're
forcing
eating
yourself.
less.
You're forcing yourself into a deficit.
Yeah.
As simple as that, really. So, but I mean, obviously, go step by step. I'm going to start going into it.
You can go off on tangents. If
you
want.
Just told me off going off on a tangent, so I'm going to go off on a tangent again, am I?
Now, children.
So, but what worries me is like, you still obviously need to eat. You can't not eat. And do people just end up not eating? No, but obviously it's saying here you still have to be in a proper calorie deficit, otherwise it can backfire. But are people taking it to the extreme and just not eating? And is that really, really obviously that's really, really dangerous?
Well, I think it just it suppresses your appetite. So yeah, it stops you from eating. And yeah, some people are doing that. So I had a call with a guy who had lost like 8 stone or something, and he got told, which is good advice from a friend, make sure you're tracking your food that you're eating, so you kind of know if you come off it, you kind of know what you need to carry on eating. And he was eating like 700 calories a day. And if anyone come to me and was like, oh no, I've been eating 700 calories a day, I'd be like, you fucking nuts. I mean, we get people that fucking say they've been eating 1,000 calories a day and they don't lose any weight, which is obviously bollocks.
Yeah.
But he lost masses of weight, but he struggled in the gym because he struggled to train because he was really like lethargic. His muscles, he felt really weak. He just didn't feel healthy. Although he had hit the miracle magic number on the scales and looked, what I would say, do you know what? He actually said to me, I look better in my clothes, but I look worse without my clothes.
What? Because
he was almost like nothing. Yeah, because he had no muscle. He had no muscle. If anything, he was losing a lot of muscle.
Yeah.
Which I guess is something we will come to.
Yeah.
But so at the end of the day, yes, he was happy that he lost the weight, but it's come with issues of not liking how you look, not having any energy, not feeling healthy.
Yeah. So you're starting to touch a little bit on maybe like the negative side. So let's start off positive. Let's talk about the good things about it.
Well, I mean, the positive is if you've got someone who is massively obese, and when I say obese, I mean someone who is really, really, really big, and they're not going to stop eating. So if anything, yes, it's great and it will save their life because it will force them to stop eating.
Yeah.
Because they're obese because they're generally addicted to food. They are not going to stop eating.
Yeah.
And you've seen them people. They're massive. They don't move. And that's a disease, right? Like I know some people be like, oh, just stop eating. Some people, I mean, people on the lower spectrum, I could say questionably it's an excuse, but people that are seriously obese, they have a disease. They cannot stop eating.
Almost like treatment for them, isn't it?
And it's treatment, yeah, because it's forcing them off food. And it's all well and good saying, oh, we'll just stop eating. They're not going to stop eating. Their brains are now wired. They are addicted to food like someone is addicted to crack.
Yeah.
Like, that's just how it is. So for them, it's fucking superb. It's life-changing. It's life-saving because they can alter their signals to basically tell them, I'm not hungry and I don't need to eat. Yeah. So you kind of break that cycle.
Yeah.
So I think it's a positive in that sense, if I'm honest with you.
Yeah. I mean, if it gets someone in the right direction to start losing weight, because, you know, when you're severely obese and you, like you said, you can't move, you probably do just think, what's the point? Like, I'm never going to lose this. I'm never going to stop eating.
Yeah.
So if it is going to stop them from eating so much, maybe get them to lose a little bit of weight and then start a journey, then brilliant. But still, that's still like a short-term solution, even for someone that, isn't it? It's still not going to long-term make them better and
no, and I guess that's the thing. Like you come off it because you can't stay on it forever.
Yeah.
Then do you go back? But then some people like that, they just need that that shift, right? That shift to go, okay, I've lost the weight, all right, and they start to go that better way, and then you get into better habits. But I guess for them people, it's just breaking that cycle, which is obviously very hard to break.
Yeah. So although like we've just given the positives of it, it's still, even for the people that are severely obese, it's not a solution.
No.
It's just a tool for them to use to get them going in the right direction.
Yeah. 100%.
Let's talk about the risks and the downsides then. So again, research, apparently it has side effects. So nausea, vomiting, fatigue, and muscle loss, which is what you were talking about with your person you spoke to earlier. People will also lose weight quickly, which isn't always a healthy way to lose weight. And I mean, if it's already got those sort of side effects and you're not eating much, then you can just imagine how, just in general, how that person's going to be feeling.
Yeah.
Probably not great. But we always talk about the mental side of losing weight, and they might start seeing results and seeing progress and see that they're losing weight, which might make them feel good mentally, but physically they're probably going to feel pretty drained and tired.
Well, yeah, well, you're not getting all the vitamins, nutrients, minerals that your body needs to operate at its real potential.
Yeah.
So your nails, your skin, your hair, like your bones, your muscle, it all starts to go the negative way.
Yeah.
And it's not good. It's really, really, really isn't good for you in that sense. So you shouldn't be using it if you don't need to use it, or if you're doing it to be lazy, which I personally think there are a fair few people out there that use it as like just a quick fix tool.
Quick fix,
which I think is lazy, and it's just silly, really. You're just injecting yourself with something that to lose weight is pretty mental. So.
Yeah. And again, a short-term fix, so there can be a bit of a rebound from it. So once you stop taking it, because you've been so dependent on it for a while, it's like anything, isn't it, that you use to help you stop doing something, you're going to really struggle if you haven't been in a decent calorie deficit during the time. So if you have been eating something silly like 700 calories, you're not going to be able to sustain that once that injection is taken away, because you're going to be absolutely ravenous on 700 calories.
Your body's going to be like, oh, absolutely not.
So there is the risk, obviously, of bouncing back and maybe coming off it and putting the weight back on, or really struggling in terms of your relationship with food, your relationship with calories, and exercise and everything like that. So yeah, definitely something to think about. It's a short-term fix, so you need to think about what the long-term solution is going to be after that.
Yeah, I agree. I think it could massively damage people's like relationship with food.
Yeah.
Because you start to eat literally nothing, like a bit of lettuce, and then you think that's a good thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you come off it, and then you're gonna almost be scared to eat, which is not good, because then you, like we said before, your body's not getting the minerals, the vitamins, and all the stuff that it needs to fuel at the rate it should fuel. So yeah, I mean, not good.
Not good. Did anyone else that you spoke to say anything about it?
So I've spoken to a handful of people. Also spoke to a guy that I said there. I spoke to another girl. She had lost a fair bit, but she was just kind of struggling with how her body looks. So like, this is what people don't understand is, you can lose body fat and you can lose weight, which is great. But ultimately, it always comes back to how you look and how you feel. And the problem with that is the people that I spoke to is they're tired, they're lethargic, they hate how their body looks, they're losing muscle, they're losing strength. Yes, the scales are going down and the body fat's coming off them, but they don't look good. So it's you're giving yourself another problem.
Which is why, like, when we take on a client, we really encourage them to obviously weight train whilst they're losing weight, because like you said, it's not nice to just be skin and bones, is it?
No, it's not.
You need some muscle there. So would we recommend weight loss injections?
Well, I would if someone come to me
To
and
the
no.
average person, absolutely not.
To the average person, no.
No.
I think there's a more healthier way of doing it,
Yeah.
and yes, it requires more discipline, it requires more hard work, but your results will be sustainable. They'll be better. They'll be longer term, and ultimately, you're not killing your body just so you can lose a bit of body fat. On the flip side, like we said, if you've got someone who is massively obese, cannot stop eating and won't stop eating, then yes, I think it's questionably life-saving for that person to alter their roading life of where they're heading and give them a chance to go the other way.
Yeah.
But ultimately, no, I would never. I mean, I'm more for doing it properly and a bit of hard work and sacrifice and discipline.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your thoughts?
I already sort of said it. But I said, yeah, we wouldn't recommend it. We'd recommend doing it a healthy, without any drug way.
Yeah.
So that you can keep it long term and you don't have to rely on something to help you lose weight. And we're not denying that it's not hard to lose weight. It is hard, like Mike said. You does require discipline, self-belief, a bit of hard work to do it. But you just got to think long term. You don't want to be wasting so much of your time going in and out of losing weight, putting on weight, putting on weight. Like that's just going to take so much more time than it is to just put in 6 months of graph of being in a calorie deficit.
Yeah.
So
I do get why people use it at the same time. I think people just want they want that real quick fix and then they just want it done now. And I think some people just need to be a bit honest with themselves though. Because the reason why they're not losing weight in the first place is because you're consuming too many calories. It's as simple as that.
And it's like everything in like, what do they say? We're moving in like a fast world. So we're always finding ways of doing things quicker, whatever it is. Like even just like ChatGPT. Like that's a way of writing something out or working something out or getting something ready quicker than it is for you to do it yourself. So like you said, don't blame people who use it because it's another quick way of getting something done. But again, it's quick at the time, but long term, it's not quick because you're going to be going in and out of using it, not using it, using it, not using it for longer than you would to just lose weight.
Yeah. Yeah, I do think at some point it will slow down people using it.
Yeah.
I do think people are going to become unwell from using it. You can't alter your hormones and expect to not negatively impact you down the line.
Yeah.
If you're if someone just uses it for a fucking to get ready for a wedding or something, they're going to be fine. They're going to get ready for their wedding. They're going to bounce back and they're probably going to put the weight back on, but then they won't care because they just wanted to get ready for a wedding.
Yeah.
But someone who becomes obsessed and addicted by using it, I generally think my prediction will be they will have health issues down the line.
Yeah.
You can't restrict your body of all them nutrients, minerals, vitamins, good food, and expect for your muscles, bones, organs, everything to just be like, no, happy, it's all good. It's negatively gonna impact you.
Yeah.
So you need to be careful.
Yeah.
Otherwise you're gonna be in trouble.
It's like the big surge of like women coming off the pill. That's suppressing your hormones and stopping your body from producing certain hormones, which really realistically isn't healthy.
No.
And that's obviously becoming a big thing and becoming more known about these days.
And people are coming off now and are not going on the pill.
Yeah.
Because of how negatively it impacts your body.
Yeah.
It's a similar thing, right? You're changing your body by a drug. Right.
Yeah.
That's not good. Also, did you see, I don't know if it was on the news today or I just saw it today, but Weight Watchers have gone bust.
Have they?
Yeah, and the article I read was Ozempic and stuff, they reckon's got something to do with that. Because probably does follow suit down a similar type of person. And So yeah, people have obviously gone over to using Ozempic instead of Weight Watch. I don't know if that's factually correct, but
cool. A couple of coaches going to go bust soon.
They won't know. The thing is, for people that just want to just lose the body fat and maybe not look that good, then yeah. But yeah.
Yeah. So I hope that gives you, I mean, we are biased, like, let's face it, we're very biased about it, but I hope it has given you a bit more insight into it, and from a fitness specialist perspective.
It's just nice to have your
But obviously,
opinion.
if you have been like thinking about it, or you know someone's on it and they're saying you should get on it, I would just say, with anything, do as much research into it as you can and look at all your options, and don't just go for the quickest and fastest option, because in the long term it's not always going to be the quickest and fastest option.
Yeah, I agree with what Emma said.
And if you really want to lose body fat, get into shape, build muscle, if you can put a little jingle behind me, Nath, then drop us a DM saying Ozempic. Jokes. That's not good. But yeah, we are here to help people lose weight without injecting themselves with anything. So yeah, if you need that, then let us know. But thank you for listening, and we will see you in the next one.
Yeah. If you are using it, just be careful.
Yeah.
See ya.
Bye.